Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Oh, yeah, man. What is happening? Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm saying things. I'm saying lots of things. We're just going to say a bunch of stuff. But first, ooh, look at this. I'm going to start the show off with a new song. Gordon Baltazar. Whoa. He's releasing new music on SoundCloud as we speak. Here it is. Let's give a listen. Let's rock it a little bit. It's the new debut. I don't have an MP4 file yet. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. Episode 150. Today's a special episode because you get all of those introductions and you get to see my fancy new White Sox pin and my White Sox jersey right there. The New Jersey, but I got my coat on because it's cold down here. Let's listen to his music. I'm so glad to see you here today. Athenia Mike says, did you have any hot links at the ballpark? I did have a hot dog. I had a hot dog at the ballpark. We walked in. First thing I did was bought some hot dogs, some beverages, and made it to our seat. I think we found our seat first. Then we got, I forget. But for a 3:10 game, I got to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning so I can make it all the way to the city, pick up my dad, and then find our way. It was nuts, man. Everyone tells you how to get there. Everyone tells you what street to go down. You don't want to use 35th. He said, you don't want to use 39th. Like, I don't know how to get there because the ballpark is on 35th Street. The parking lot is on 39th Street. But I made it there. It was real cool. The game started at 3:10, but I was there at about 12:15, 12:30. And we managed to get into the parking lot real easy. And it was awesome, man. We waited in line. The gates open at 1. We were able to get in. I got a free White Sox pennant. I got a White Sox 2021 Central Division Championship pennant. And reminded us of how great they were last season. And it was real cool, man. It was real cool. Let's swig for the Sox. Swig for baseball season. I got my ice. I got a green cup full of ice. And I got more beverages here. So I'm just going to continue to draw and talk and say things to you. I want to say things. But it was cool, man. It was a real good time. We weren't sure how cold it was going to be there because it is Chicago. It is April. And in Chicago, sometimes it snows in April or sometimes it's a heat wave. You never know what you're going to get. So I brought my winter jacket. And I'm glad I did because it was cold in that upper deck. We were way up there, man. Way up in upper deck. And it was along first base line. So we got a perfect view of the stadium, perfect view of the field. As you can see, if you saw that video before, I need another swig. I got dry. Well, so good. But we had a great time, man. Me and my dad went, and we haven't been like just me and him in a while. And it was real cool. I surprised him. I bought him a shirt, a White Sox shirt. Because he said my mom threw away all his shirts. Because, they're getting up there, as they say. So he wanted a new shirt. I bought him a shirt. We hung out. It was cool. First thing we did, like I said, we found our seats. We got some hot dogs. And now, like, you can't use cash at the park. Everything is cashless. Everything is card. You got to use card for everything. But man, what a game! We saw the stadium fill up with people. We saw the Sox got announced. The players were announced, and the cool thing is like the announcement for opening day lineup was sponsored by Ford. So each guy on the White Sox, every player got driven out from the bullpen from the back outfield in a Ford truck or Ford convertible or something. But I thought they were gonna like put the whole team on a truck. Well, no, each guy got to drive in their own car. So that was pretty fun. They drove all the way around the park. They dropped off the guy at home plate. They ran to the in line, and then they drove around and picked up another guy. So it was pretty interesting. But it was cool. That took about 20 minutes to introduce the Sox, which was fine. Fans were there. That was about 2:30 maybe when they started that. But it's cool. The game started at 3:10. It was awesome. I liked it. It was a good time. It's a good time. I want to go back. I want to do some more. I want to bring the family this time. Maybe do some barbecuing out there. Not even barbecuing, because then I got to put away a hot grill. So maybe we'll just get like a tray of Harold's or something. Bring a tray of Harold's to the park and tailgate with Harold's. Man, that would be something. Let's see, Brian Lynch saying stuff. Great pictures of you and your dad during the intro. Thanks, Brian. Oh, yeah, man, it's cool. Did George Clooney draw out the first pitch? I wish he did. It was Harold Baines drew out the first pitch. And Bo Jackson caught. He was the catcher. Bo Jackson caught the first pitch by Harold Baines, which was cool, man. They introduced Ozzie Guillen. Then they introduced Jim Thome. Then Bo Jackson. And then Harold Baines. And everyone stood up for Harold. The whole stadium was cheering, Harold, Harold. So it was cool, man. Harold Baines is like, I'm going to say he's my all-time favorite player. It's Harold Baines, Frank Thomas. But I love Harold Baines ever since I was a young kid. I think I might have been a teenager when I first saw him. Maybe 13, 14. But, yeah, he was always my favorite. He was always cool. And I went last year, I saw him. I was at the game where I saw him get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And that was real cool because they said, before Harold spoke, they said, many of you have never heard this man speak. This may be the first time for many. But he's going to say more than just a few words. So he actually said a speech. So that was real fun. That was cool, man. Harold's pretty awesome. I really liked that. The game was awesome. The game was really cool. Swig for the Sox. So it was cool. And I want to thank everyone who came out to Milwaukee to see me in Milwaukee last weekend. That was a good time. Milwaukee was a little bit nuts, but it was cool. It wasn't nuts. Was it nuts? Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I went out there and what was it? I was coming off an all-nighter, of course, because the vampires were here. But me and Selma drove up there. She was in the front seat, making sure I didn't sleep. So I was up like 6:30 the previous day. So I was up from 6:30 at night, 6:30 afternoon, evening, all the way until I didn't go to bed till Saturday night. I was up for 28 hours, and I went to a Milwaukee show, and it was real cool. And Anthony Latch was there. Anthony Michael here. He was in his audience, and he was over there. And the show was cool. A lot of people came out, sold a lot of books. I sold another few. I didn't keep track of how many linkages I sold, but I know when I was in DuPage County, I sold 30 linkages. And at the store, when we launched linkage, I sold about 60. We sold 60 at the store. Next day, like 17. And I must have sold about either 15 or 20 in Milwaukee. I just forgot to keep track. But I know I kept putting stacks. And every time the stack sold out, I restock the stack. So people were buying it. People dig it. People come to my table and they look at everything. And a lot of people who don't know me are freaked out a little bit because they think that I'm selling kids' books. I'm selling all ages books. But then when they realize that I'm the guy who makes them, they kind of freak out a little bit. And then they buy whatever. Or some people who are already fans, they see my stuff and say, "Where's your new book?" So here's my new book, Abraham Linkage. And they pick it up and buy it without even me saying a thing. So that's real cool, man. I had a real good time. And then my wife and my daughter, my ladies, they surprised me. I got a text saying, "Dad, when's the show over? And where you going to go eat?" and all this stuff. And I said, "I got no plans." And they're like, "Well, can we meet you?" I'm like, "Yes." That was only like 3 o'clock. But it was cool, man. I stayed overnight at a hotel nearby. And I told my wife and my daughter, I said, "Meet me here." And I waited there, and they showed up about 7, which was cool. And then we went to dinner, and it was fantastic. We had a great steaks. We went to this place called Reunion. Reunion? I think it was Reunion Pub. I think it was called. Remember, there's 2 R's. Reunion, Revolution Pub or something like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. A lot of Brewers fans, which was cool. Oh, White Sox. Here it is. White Sox. I can't even get it. Look at that. Pin. I bought this pin at the Sox game. I'm real happy with it. You put a pin on a hat and it makes a statement, you know? But that was cool. But we had a good time. So all weekend long, I'm going the wrong way. How do I turn it? There he goes. Look at that. So all weekend long, man, I was battling the sleep hours. Selma wasn't helping me at all. And I came home on Sunday. From the long weekend. And the moment I got home, I slept for 12 hours. But I went before I came home, though, I went to Hooters and watched the baseball game. And I don't know. It's just all about baseball and eating food right now. And I haven't done any artwork since Thursday. So today I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to be drawing for you guys pretty soon. Unless you have questions. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see, man. Let me see what you're saying. Great pictures of you and your dad. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Issue 150. Yeah. Now you're going to have to decide if you're really a clone or not. Yeah. I'm the real guy. I almost had a guest on today. But maybe next time. I had all my stuff all set up already. I was trying to get my girl on here. Well, maybe next time. We'll get her on there. I don't know if 150 is a milestone or do we stick to the hundreds? Because on my 100th episode, I had Gordon talking about his music. So 150, I don't know if it's a milestone or wait to 200 or 250. What about 250? Sweet. The real reason why I went on today, because I took my girl, I'm just telling you all my life, and I took my girl to the Blue Box today. Blue Box Cafe. We had some coffee and some sandwiches. And I told her, this is where I love to come. I love to come and bring my sketchbook. I love to go to the Blue Box and draw stuff in my sketchbook and write. I haven't been there lately because they've been closing up at 4. And now they're open till 7. But around 7 is when I start getting going. Like I'm still getting going now, and I gotta sit down and draw, and it's already 8 o'clock at night. But I would go to the Blue Box and draw stuff. But today was real cool. We went there, we had sandwiches, and we were walking around beautiful downtown Elgin. when it started to rain, whoosh, rain on us real hard. We were all soaking wet. We're drenched, if you will. So when I got home, the moisture gave me a good hat and beard day. So I like the way my beard and hat look. Yesterday I thought I had a bad beard day, but today I had a good beard day. And I'm gonna go live stream because everything looks cool. I didn't move anything. It's still, my hat's still a little wet, still on my head. And so I decided I'm gonna go live because I look cool. And I keep debating, do I cut the beard? Do I go clean shaven? Is it about time? Is the pandemic over? Do I do this? Do I clean it up? Do I go with a goatee? I don't know where I look better. I look kind of unkempt. Like, I don't know what it is. We'll see. We'll see. They probably sold some nuts at Mighty Con. They probably did. I think they did sell some nuts. All crazy nuts. A few customers asked if I was the artist. If to be mistaken for the famous cartoonist, I'm an honor. Yeah, man. Anthony Michael Latch definitely hung out and sat behind my table with me. I had 12 feet of space. They gave me 2 6-foot tables, and I'd had 3 chairs. And Anthony Michael was like real cool to hang out and sit there and chill. And started to pick up my sales. You know, hey, these books are $1. These are $3, whatever. So yeah, man, it was real cool to hang out with you, man. I liked all of that. I really did. It was real fun. Casper says, "Oh man, the Blue Box. It's been so long." Yeah, man, I like the Blue Box. It's a good place. I'm a big fan of that place. I might go again later this week. Well, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I really had a good time, and I might just go there to sketch. I have to finish up 3 pages that I'm working for DC Comics, but I can't show you those. So I'm going to work on Webster the Spider Monkey today. Because there he is right there. Right here. Boom. Webster. Spider Monkey. So I'm in the mirror universe right now. I'm going to work on it. Brian Lishow. My wife and daughter went to the Blue Box in February for a birthday lunch and a Doctor Who theme. Yeah, the whole restaurant, the cafe is Doctor Who. That's what's the Blue Box. But they were showing Doctor Who. And my girl was looking around saying, "What is this? What is this all about?" There's robots and weird stuff. And I told her it was Doctor Who. She figured it out. She went, "Oh, this is cool." And she compared it to, oh yeah, Comic Shop, which also a theme. So I was like, yeah, it was real fun. It was real cool. It was a cool place to chill and drink some coffee. We had soup and sandwiches. Soup and sandwiches and coffee. Brought home some cookies. It was a good time, man. Good time. I enjoyed the whole thing. We would do that again. And it was a good time, man. Maybe I'll go again tomorrow. Maybe Friday. I don't know. But right now, I'm Famous Cartoonist Says Things. Is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to draw stuff. I'm going to draw some Webster the Spider Monkey. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Famous Cartoonist. Draws things, yeah. Let me see. Let me get the right banner up here. There it is. Boom. There it is. See, I got it right. You were looking at Webster's Spider Monkey. This is page, well, this is chapter 3's cover page. So check it out. Check it out. It's pretty cool. This was going to be the cover of issue 3, but originally my issues were only 10 pages each. We're going to be released digitally, but now I'm going to go with a 44-page story. It's Webster versus Rhinoceros Jack's Revenge. So that's cool. I like him. Look at his face. So he's cool. So I'm gonna draw some of these pages. Probably do one page today. I don't know. But he's landing there. Rhinoceros Jack. Skirting skirt. Because I see you rebuilt the science lab since its legendary explosion. Not just me, I had help. And he says something. That accident sure altered a bunch of us, didn't it? All but you, Webster. Oh, he's pointing at him. They're kind of mad at him. They're a little mad at Webster, our buddy, our hero. So I'm gonna letter this. What if I letter it? Because this is the most exciting live stream of all time. No one else is lettering right now on a live stream. They're afraid. People told them, people said, you're crazy if you want to letter on a live stream. That accident. People say, why are you letter on a live stream? People don't want to watch that. I figure if I go live and do my comic, it's going to get done. But if I like just sit here and lollygag, it may not get done. Because then I end up watching Star Wars videos and stuff. You know? I watch Star Wars videos. People talking about Star Wars videos. People talking about toy videos. That accident sure altered. I want to put altered bold too. Okay, still here? You're here. So this is Webster the Spider Monkey. This is the next book I'm going to print. I'm going to try to get it. I'm going to try to get it finished and printed by the time C2E2 arrives. So that's coming in August. Hopefully, maybe I could get it before then for San Diego Con for July. I don't know. It depends when I get it to the printer and when I get it done. Because right now I'm on page 6 of chapter 3. So this is kind of like page 36 maybe. I think it's around page 36, 37, 38. That accident sure altered a bunch of us, didn't it? So if I could get this thing done in a few weeks, if I could get this book done in a few weeks and then I could get it printed, I could get it printed soon. It takes about, seems like it takes a month for me to send it to the printer, for them to print it, and then to get it to my house. So if I could get it done before June, I could have all of June for it to make its way here. And then maybe we can have another party at the store. That would be cool. We could have another party at the store, and then I could bring it out for C2E2 to the public. You know? I'm so happy with that. You keep making comics. I can keep making comics that I just print on my own. I don't have to worry about getting them to a distributor or catalog and all that stuff. It feels good. It feels good to do that. I don't really have a lot of work right now. I have a few things. Not a lot of work. I'm not as whelmed as I was. I'm just mildly whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm not in a regular whelmed. Mildly whelmed. Getting things done. I just finished Ukla the Mock cover. I mailed them the high-res version, so I think they're digging it. You know, they're digging it, man. When people accept the high-res version and say, "Thank you, sir," then I know they're doing all right. Then I know that the peeps are satisfied. So we'll see what happens. I got a few things out there that I'm waiting for, but I'm going to move on and not wait for those things, you know? I got no time to wait for people, man. Doing my own thing. If people don't want to do stuff, that's fine. But you know what? I'm going to continue to do things. So that's kind of cool. Making things happen. Making things happen before people know I'm making things happen. Like, wait a minute. You mean he's going to do that anyway? That's right, man. I'm going to do that anyway. I ain't got time. Ain't got time for nothing else. I don't got time to wait. It's like last week or so, last month, I don't know when it was. But I was sitting at the kitchen table saying, it's like, man, Sox, I'm looking forward to the Sox season. I said, man, I wish I could go to opening day. It's on a Tuesday at 3. And then my girl told me, my daughter says, why don't you go, Dad? Just go. And I said, well, I go to the comic shops on Tuesday. She said, well, just go now. To tell them you're not going this week. Like, yeah, you're right. So she convinced me, and she just made it open my mind, if you will. Just do it. Just got to do stuff. Live the best life. Just do stuff, you know. So that's kind of where, that's why I did. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get tickets. I couldn't get one ticket. I was intending just to get one ticket to go to the game. Just one ticket for myself. But then they wouldn't let me buy one ticket. So I said, I could buy 2. It's all right. Let me buy 2. So I bought 2 tickets and called my dad and said, hey, man, hey, Dad, want to go to the game? And he went, yeah. It was really cool. So we went. It's a long game to go, especially when you live in the northwest suburbs of the beautiful city of Chicago. Living way up here, man. If I want to do something, even if I want to go random, it takes a long time to plan and get there, man. It takes a long time to plan and get there. It's okay, I did it. Because Sammy would say, hey, man, just do it, man. Or is that Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan say, just do it? Or was it Bo Jackson? Just talking about that. Bo Jackson was the first one. Bo knows, baby. Bo knows. Bo Jackson just said, hey, man, just do it, man. I don't know if that's Michael or him. I don't know. Shut up and draw, Baltazar. Where's my stuff? Well, and speaking of stuff, I mailed out some stuff. So people who get their stuff should be getting stuff. Might have got it already. I mailed out some stuff on Friday. And I mailed out stuff today. So people expecting stuff, look for your mailbox. You may get some stuff. And then I'll be mailing out some more stuff pretty soon, probably by Friday. A lot of stuff's happening by Friday, man. I got my DC comic stuff. It's going to be done by Friday. But I got other DC comic stuff after that DC comic stuff. Oh, it's going to be cool. Just got to do it. I realize that everything I do has to be a big deal. We're having a celebration. I go to a Sox game, it's an event. And everybody's like, wow, I wish I was there. John Webster, Spider Monkey today live. He should have an exclamation point. I'm going to give him one. I'm going to give him, look, I'm constantly writing. Still writing this thing right now. Let's see. Constantly writing, perfecting. Can't wait for people, man. Just got to do your thing. It's true. Look at that. He's like, hey, man. Hey, man. All right, let's see. For those of you who are at the drink and draw live, the live drink and draw at Aya Comics on Monday, we had a great time. Sorry I had to leave early, but I had my girl with me. She had to go to school. She had testing. I didn't know it, but she had testing the next day. They don't tell you, you know. They don't tell you what they got to do. Nobody says, no, hey, Dad, I got to go. I got a test tomorrow. Got testing all day. No, wait, that wasn't. No, that was today. I get all my days confused. Everything just blends in, man. I think Easter's this weekend. I don't know what's happening anymore. Everything's crazy, man. It's crazy. But kids get testing, and they don't know. I don't know it. They just arrive home, They just arrived home one day. They're home from school. I'm like, hey, what are you doing home from school early? I said, oh, we had testing. Oh, and then there's no school tomorrow. So if we had open art school or open art table, what do we call it? Mystery Mondays. Mystery Industry Mondays in beautiful downtown Skokie. It'd be good if we had it tomorrow, because then we could all be there together. That's okay. We're good. We'll do other stuff. We're gonna do other stuff, man. Now I know too that if I go to Blue Box, if I go to Blue Box this week, and if I go there again, I must get my wife the Reuben. That's quite a tasty sandwich. The Blue Box was awesome. Great place, man. If you're ever in the Elgin area, go to the Blue Box. You will enjoy it. You would say, hey, famous cartoonist sent me. You could say that. And then they'll say, who's that? I used to go to previous owners, but they got called away to Baby Jesus, which I know that part of their staying out or their staying open was a challenge, but I don't know if they got new owners or what happened. But this situation is back to normal over there, pretty normal. They're only open until 7, meaning they're already closed now. Maybe I'll go there this week, do some sketching. Because I got to write stuff, man. I got a real cool, something happened to me in the last week or so. I got real cool information. I got good news. I got real good news, but I can't wait to share. I could share it now, but I don't want to because it's too much. But the future's looking pretty cool. We're going to see what happens. I know what will happen, and I'm real excited about this information that I have. And it has to do with one of my characters, so it's pretty cool. And it's always the stuff where I just want to make comics. I just want to make my own guys, my own comics, and it's an opportunity for me to do that. So it's cool. But I can't announce yet. I always let the publishers announce things before I do. Unless it's me making it, like Webster, I can announce that I'm going to have this before. I should have it before C2E2, C2, if you will. C2, C2E2 also. Swig. All right, swig. I'm swigging a swig and a save. I'm going to save it. Or I did. It's automatically, man. Swig and a save. And I'm going to ink on. I'm going to ink his face. I keep it at a 2. Let's see. So, man, I can't wait. I got some cool info. The info I have made me cry. But I can't tell you what it is now. And people say, so stop telling us, Balthazar. I know. It's exciting, though, man. It's just cool. And even my girl told me, Daddy, I don't know what this means, but I know it's important to you because you're crying. Like, yeah. So that's cool. This is very meaningful. That's why, like, you draw comics, and that's just what it is. I'm so grateful sometimes I could be able to do this. And you forget what you're doing sometimes. And I don't ever want to forget that there was a point of time where I couldn't do this. You know, or doing this was a struggle, or you had to work all day and then come home to do this. So I was at a point many times in my life where I had to work someplace that I didn't enjoy just so I could come home and get an opportunity to draw comics for a few hours until I fell asleep. But now it's like, I did that too. It took me all day to get here because I had to do a bunch of stuff today. And but everything I did today was working towards this, which is cool. Then when I get to draw now, I'm not exhausted yet because I've been excited. I've just been excited because I know that it would come to this point. Like everything I did today was part of this. Like I mailed stuff to peeps. to the masses. Some of the masses are going to get their stuff in a few days. And I had lunch with my girl. That was cool, man. I just like being able to do things. And I finally, like, this is the first time I'm drawing since Thursday. Besides the convention, the Comic-Con. What's that place? Milwaukee Comic Show. Comic-Con. I don't even know it's a Comic-Con. Just comic show. But it's cool to be able to do this, man. And I'm working on I'm assembling some artwork for my book called The Bizarre Balthazar Bazaar. It's going to be my sketchbook. And so far, I'm going to put Ukla the Mock's cover in there. Because that one's looking pretty crazy, man. It's crazy, but it's cool. I'm digging it. Maybe I'll show you Ukla the Mock's cover on the stream later. Yeah, I will. I'm just not going to put it in a... I won't put it in a thumbnail. I'm not sure if they're ready to release it. I'm not sure. Because I drew the interior double-page spread of their album. It's an album. It's a vinyl album that when you open up the double-page spread, it's my art. Plus, it matches the cover because the cover is a reprint, I guess, of my original. What's it called? Smomo Evil? Is it called? No. Versus. Oh, here it is. Ukla the Mock Versus. See in a little piece? See it a little bit? There it is. Ukla the Mock Versus. This is the original CD. I'm going to show it later, too. And when you open up the new one, you open it up, it's going to have my art on the inside. So it's cool. I'm going to show it. I'll show it to you. I don't think they'll get mad at me. I don't have an NDA or nothing for it, but I think they'll be fine. Because they announced that I'm doing it, but I don't think they showed it yet. Or maybe I will hold out. I don't know. Don't spoil, Balthazar. It's going to be cool. We got the bass player of Ukla the Mock is also the graphic designer for the album, which is kind of fun. So we're wearing many hats, but it all comes down to like, hey man, if you want to do something, you just gotta do it. It's like, hey man, you want a theme song for Abraham Lincoln? You just gotta do it yourself. I wrote a theme song for Webster the Spider Monkey, so hopefully I'll be able to play it soon for you guys. It's gonna be fun. I want to record it and put it together after the comic is finished. I could probably start recording it this weekend. I might just put it together, but I want to get more of the artwork done so I can include some of the artwork in the trailer. It's gonna be an original song. You guys are gonna like it. There he is, jumping around. He's flipping. Save and swig. Well, you guys are saying stuff. I'm gonna add some. You can hear this. I'm gonna add some ice to this. You hear ice? There's ice going in a cup. Let's hear it. And I'm gonna add some of this. I have some strawberry seltzer. Put it in there. Strawberry seltzer. Famous Cartoonist drinks things right now. Let's see. I'm mixing it with what I have, but I always drink all day long. I usually drink concoctions. So I never really clean the cup. Maybe at the end of the day. But my cup just eventually, nothing's pure. So I got some seltzer water, strawberry going into whatever else I had in here earlier. Probably some diet soda, some tea, whatever my kids don't finish. I put in here, or it could be an adult flavoring. You never know, man. This is like the only job where you can do whatever you want. You can work in your pajamas. You can eat chicken wings. Sweet. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, it's got some zing. It's got some zing, man. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. If I can only find my mouse, here it is. Dr. Ben is here. Oh, yeah, drawing stuff with Artie. Late night for the doctor as well. Yeah, man. Make your stuff, man. Scotty says, time to go back to my own book. Happy lettering. Thank you, Scotty. You're a good man. Anthony Michael, how was your 7th inning stretch? Were you hurting? No, I wasn't hurt, man. I did all right. I wish the game was longer. We must have been at the park about, well, it ended about 7. About 7 or 7:30. That's when we were leaving. And we got there at 1. We got there at 12:30, actually. So we were there a long time. But I was exhausted when I got home. But the game was great. It was real easy to buy things because the vendors came to you. And when you left your seat to go to the lobby or whatever, the hallway to buy food and drink or whatever, it was packed. So you got to make sure you went at the right times. And I made sure to do everything I needed to do before the game started. But it was really cool. It was a great time. I can't wait to go back. I can't wait for the local teams around here to start. I have the Schaumburg Boomers, the King County Cougars, and the Chicago Dogs. Hopefully, once those teams start, man, I want to go all the time. And the King County Cougars don't start, or all those 3 teams don't start till mid-May, like May 19th or something like that. And their seasons are shorter. Their seasons only go from May to August. Maybe they end at like September 1st, where Major League Baseball goes all the way to November, October, November, depending on how long your team plays. But you can still buy tickets in September, you know. But I like the minor league teams, the Frontier League teams, because they're easy to get to. The Boomers are 10 minutes from my house, and I could go there and you could have a good time. And I'm not exhausted. I don't have to leave at 10 a.m. for a 3 p.m. game. Sweet. But it's pretty good stuff. Ken Bixby's here. Oh, yeah, famous cartoonist. The Big Tone. The Big Tone. Oh, yeah. Johnny's here, too. Johnny Sanchez. Mm-hmm. Yoko Chips all up in your house. Is that what they say? Yoko Chips. Oh, Yoko Chips. Okay, let's get back to inking some monkeys. Drawing some monkeys for Johnny. So I'm gonna turn the page a little bit. Look at that. Turning it, man. So it's cool. I can't wait, man. The Sox game's on today too. I gotta watch that too. But they play every day, of course, and I get them DVR'd. So last year, I think I watched every game. I might have missed 3 at the most, but this year I saw every game so far, and I watch them on my DVR because I can't. They're just on. So when I'm done, I'm drawing in the middle of the night. I'll put them on, and I get to see all the games, which is pretty cool. It's unheard of. It's this new fangled technology. See what I did there? See what I did there with that arrow? Should I overlap? I don't think I'm gonna. I'm gonna make it clean. Watch. See, that's the cool thing about digital. That's the advancement of digital. And even the purists say, "Hey, man, that's cheating, man." But it looks good when it's done, you know. I like drawing on paper too. All my commissions are on paper, and once in a while I'll try to draw some Cray-Baby stuff on paper, or not Cray-Baby. I draw all the Cray-Babies on paper, but I like to draw like Extra Cat Story. I like to do that on paper. But after I do that on paper, like, man, why does it take us so long? Just do digital. But I've been rocking this digital thing, man. I've been jamming it. I've been rocking it, and it feels real easy to me. It's real fast, and I dig it fresh, yo. I dig it fresh with the crazy beats of the fantastic. So it's pretty fun. I got to see what's happened on the page before this because he just flipped. He just flipped to safety. Oh, it's all smoky. That's right. all smoky because this guy just revealed there was an experiment gone wrong in the science lab. I don't want to tell you what this smoky stuff is because it may reveal too much. Or it may reveal more than I want to reveal as of yet. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's like foamy stuff, but I don't want to tell you what it's made of. Because that will be a spoiler. Nobody cares, Balthazar. Nobody's going to read this anyway, man. Well, they will. I can't wait, man. I love doing my own stuff. It's going to be cool. So I don't know if I need that. That looks weird. It's all right. I'm going to make it happen. But yeah, it's cool, man. I just need to make my own stuff. I've been through a few. Last few months have been weird. That's all I say. I realized that I could just let things pass me by, or I could just take things in my own hands. When I realized nobody's knocking at the door. The doorbell never rings, you know? It's like, man, can't wait for the doorbell to ring. You just got to go out, do your own stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at. And it's real refreshing. It's real refreshing to know I can just do this. And the drawing my own stuff is real satisfying compared to waiting to work on other things. I still like working on other things, but meanwhile, while the doorbell's not ringing, you gotta do something. You know what I mean? Isn't that a song? I'm waiting for my doorbell, waiting for my doorbell. Who's gonna ring it? I forgot to sing that. It's real metaphorically true. Metaphorically true. You know? Gotta make it happen, man. Make it happen. And I saw my aunt and uncle. They surprised me in Milwaukee, which was real cool. And it's weird when family shows up. I always want to just go leave and go eat lunch with them or something, but I can't. It was only like 11 o'clock. I got a lot of show left, man. Johnny's still here? Like it. Like it's good. Like Johnny. We need to do a shout out too, man, to our good friend and friend of the show, Gilbert Godfrey, Skokie Spidey's buddy. Gilbert Godfrey's with Baby Jesus. God bless him. Sweet for Gilbert Godfrey. Oh yeah, man. All right, back to the show. This guy here is called Rhinoceros Jack, and he doesn't like Webster very much. You're gonna find out in issue number 1. And I'm planning on doing a bunch of one-shots with these characters. And Webster's story actually starts in the Aya Comics trade paperback from Dark Horse Comics. That's his first appearance. That's where you first see him. And I was tempted to reprint those pages. Real tempted. But I figured, no, I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to recap. I'm going to recap his story instead. So instead I recapped what came before. And I'm trying to kind of keep him in his own thing. So you don't have to rely on Action Cat to tell the story. But he is in Action Cat's universe. If that makes some sense. I know it does. Can you dig it? I could dig it. So that's what we're going to do here. It is what I'm doing, man. So that's cool. I'm going to do like this. How does this look? Yeah, that's cool. That's weird. It's weird looking. But he is in Action Cat's universe. These characters do show up in the pages of Aya Comics. And they were in number Number 13 and 14. We just ran out at the store. I got to replenish. They will be back. We will have copies of 13, 14, and number 0. Probably over the weekend. Probably at least by Monday. I'm going to see if I can visit maybe over the weekend. Go surprise Joe. Unless Joe's watching right now, then he'll know I'm coming. We'll see. I gotta see what happens here in my James Cartoonist lifestyle. Sometimes the things I want to do get derailed. You know what I mean? Let's see if people are writing me. There's people writing to me right now. They're internal emails. They're internal emails coming from my wife and kids. Oh, look at that. They sent me a picture of a polar bear swimming. I'm going to show you guys online. Okay, there it is. It's a polar bear swimming. Show it bigger, Balthazar. I'm going to show you just that. So he's adorable. He's looking at us. I like it. I like it. I like it. That was all I got. I thought it was coming up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Listen up, team. This preseason, we're not
Oh, I like that. Gordy's music has commercials now. That means he's making money. That means I might get struck.
We're going to step it up with that simple
Nah, I won't.
solution for burn down.
They used to strike me every time, and I say, hey, man, this music belongs to us. The music gets made in my house. You got to stop striking me, man. Who cares? Who cares, Balthazar? Never did this. Never did that before. This flip. I'm gonna do it though. It's cool, man. Making your own stuff. I gotta draw some DC Comics stuff tonight, and I'm going to, but I'm gonna do it off the air, if you will. Why don't you draw on the air, Balthazar? You can't. I'm not sure how protective they are, but I know they are protective. Stop telling them you're working for us. You know, they might. Everyone knows I'm working for them. I think my DC Comics Super Pets, DC Super Pet books are currently showing up in the stores. They are Super Pet origin stories. They are oversized books. There are prequels, if you will. I don't know if they're calling them prequels or origins, but they're cool. I'm digging them. I'm digging them fresh. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? We'll see how many people dig them. But I know that I had, when I ordered Abraham Linkage books, the printer sent me 11 cases, and I'm down to 6. I have 6 cases left of Abraham Linkage. So all of the rest of my cases are gone, out of my hands, and selling elsewhere, which is kind of cool. That's more comics than Dime distributor from Crybabies. So I'm gonna that puts it into perspective for me, you know. There he goes. That's pretty cool, I think. I'm digging that. I like it. I'm gonna do something I never did before. Look at it. Never did that fancy move right there. I don't even know what it means. Look at me. Crazy. I'm riding a snake. I'm gonna make it pointier. I don't even know what it means. Look at, he's nuts. He's crazy. Did you watch that Cartoonist guy? All 4 of you right now watching? That guy's crazy, man. He's crazy. I don't know what he's talking about. He went to the Sox game with his dad. That's good stuff, man. I want to go back to the game again. I think I'm better off going to the local games here, just so I won't be so exhausted. Because now I'm old now and it hurts. It hurts to leave the house a lot of times. But it's fun. I like all of these games. Just being a baseball fan, man. I just love it. It's exciting for me. Exciting times. Well, I wanted to write skirt. I'm going to write it. Alright, skirt. Skirt. Be 2 R's, right? Skirt. It's like scoot almost. Scoot. Yeah, that's cool. That works. See? I'm gonna move it over. Looks sloppy, Baltazar. Yeah, right now it does a little bit. It does look a little sloppy. You don't know how to draw. I've been hearing that all my life. Go back to school. Take anatomy. It's true, man. It's true. Swig. Swig right now. Let's save and swig. Save and swig together. This is called Hard Seltzer Seltzerita Strawberry by Corona. It's so good. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of refreshing beverages. Especially if it doesn't hurt you, you know? Skirt. So I was going to do 2 E's. Skirt. But that's what it would say, skirt. Now it says skirt. How late should I stay? Should I do Vampire today? So I stream for like 4 hours. StreamYard says I have 7 hours left of my allowed 50 hours. So I gotta start deleting videos. I just delete them from StreamYard, but they stay on YouTube. So I can get my 60 views. Got 875 subscribers, but only 40 views. So I don't know how that happens. I don't know why people subscribe if they're not going to watch. Oh, it's weird. I try to, like, when I go on my YouTube binging, I usually watch the videos that I subscribe to. They just come out automatically. They get suggested, hey, you want to watch this? And then I watch them. I watch toy stuff. I heard there's a new Moon Knight episode out there. I will watch that. I'll probably watch that today. I saw the first 2 Moon Knights. They were okay. They were shows. They were episodes of a show. They were nothing that if I stopped right now, I'd be okay. I'm not gonna. I don't have anticipation. Can't wait for the next one. Not like when it comes to the Star Wars shows. I have to be there the moment they hit. But Moon Knight was good. I liked it. The anticipation is not there. If I miss it, it's all right. It felt like a show that was a show doing a thing that shows do. Character development was good. I liked it. I will watch it probably today. Probably watch it later on today. Tonight, if you will. It was good. Good quality. The acting was great. Oscar Isaac, very believable. In spoiler, both roles. Yeah, he's just good. Let's see what color we're not using. Let's go with this blue. Let's see. Made a new layer. Is that good? Or should I be more other way like this? I liked it. I liked it the first time. All right. I like Oscar Isaac. He was good. He made me laugh. He made me upset. So that's how you know it's a good. When a character you're like, oh, why'd you do that, man? It's so you know it's a good character, good portrayal, good script. And the character makes you go, oh, like Ross and Rachel. Just tell her, man. Just tell her you love her. Don't let her go. Let's see. I'm gonna draw some stuff in here. First I'm gonna save, then I'm gonna swig. Let's save it. Let's see. I'm gonna put some maybe I don't know if this stuff is the foam that they're fighting with. I like the foam. We'll make it all foamy. Maybe add some here. Yeah. Break up this line. There you go. See, I didn't quite need to draw all that, but it was me thinking. Me thinking, man. You get notifications. People are responding to this video. That's cool. I like that. That's real cool, man. People are responding to the video. They are picking up what I'm throwing down. They are joining my league of extraordinary people. Please like and subscribe. You know I'm supposed to say that. Press for notifications. And if you feel courageous, you can like and follow my links that I have in my video. They lead to all the places where you could buy stuff from me or subscribe to things. I have a Patreon now that I'm getting ready to mail people their posters because I'm about 9 months behind on posters. And I haven't forgotten you. It's just something I have to do. But it is coming. There's one guy who's getting 9 of them, and there's a few people getting like 2 or 3 of them. But if you were that guy who subscribed 9 months ago and still waiting, they're coming. That's for Dan Wisniewski. He's getting them. But he already knew that. He says, "Oh man, no hurry, I'll wait." Well, people ordered the small prints for me. There's quite a number. There's like 13 people waiting. 13 is 13 months, which that's too long to wait. But if you guys are getting stuff, don't worry, it's coming. But I was it's amazing how fast the Patreon stuff builds up, which is cool. I'm getting it, bringing it, man, bringing it. Oh, that looks good, right? I'm gonna fix the top of this K. It looks weird. See how it's touching right there? It looks fuzzy. I'll do that crisp and clean. Not as intentional. Intentionality. Looks intentional. You guys like my book reviews? Where I put up, I read this comic, I liked it. It's true, those are real. I've been buying comics now from beautiful downtown Skokie, Comics. And usually I wouldn't buy a lot of comics because I see the comics at the store. And I always feel like I want to sell them to people. Rather than me buy it, I want someone else to buy it. So they would be customers. Because if I feel like if I buy that book, then when customers came in, that book wouldn't be there because I would have bought it already. And I don't know if that would be a book somebody would rather buy than me buying it. So that's why I didn't buy a lot of books for a while. But now I'm buying them. I'm trying books that are just there. Like, all right, let me try this one. But I was always into She-Hulk, and that's what started it, man. I was always into She-Hulk because I loved the John Byrne series, and I think I was in college maybe when that came out. But I used to love that book. It got to the point where it was so good, it was almost like a crush, you know? And I had people like, wow, that's kind of weird the way you like She-Hulk. I said, well, the weird thing is she's fictitious. So, it's not dangerous, man. Just chill. I just love this book. The character's cool. And this new She-Hulk artist on the cover, even on the inside, she looks the way She-Hulk is supposed to look. Like, she's sexy, she's cute, she's funny. And that's what I always like She-Hulk like. Like, because for a while, she wasn't looking too charming. She was kind of mean looking. That's not what I like about She-Hulk. She's got to look cool, man. She-Hulk's got to be sexy. Even though, you know, I know it's a comic book, it's a cartoon. It's kind of like Daphne on Scooby-Doo. She's the cute one, you know? Or maybe some people like Velma. But, like, you know it. And that's like She-Hulk's. The artist impressed me so much with her cover art. Jen Bartel. I just love it so much. And then I was like, oh, let me read it. And I picked it up and was like, man, the story's good. The story's cool. That's what She-Hulk's supposed to be. Like, She-Hulk's just a fun character. And her adventures are very appropriate to her character's personality. So I was like, man, that was cool. It's a good. It's got me back. And then I started reading Silver Surfer, like that one. And I started reading other comics, picking them up. They're cool. I'm digging them, man. Digging comics again. I've always liked them, but now I'm actually reading them to collect and reading them, putting them back in the bag and stuff like that. Dig it. I dig it fresh, yo. Like those kids say. I'm digging it fresh, yo. That's what kids say now. Do they say that? No, man. Just you do. Talking like a dad and stuff. It's lame, man. No, that's cool. It's cool, man. There he is. Rhinoceros Jack. I'm gonna fix this part right here. It looks weird. Looks weird, man. There it is. I know everybody agrees with me. She-Hulk. I just like her to be cute. She's cool. Jack of Hearts is in there now with her. I don't know what his deal is, but I will find out. I will read it. So I got number 3. I got issue 3 of She-Hulk waiting. I have a few. She-Hulk, Silver Surfer, and a book about a drummer. And I bought my daughter some Stranger Things books. You might have saw on our live sale. We have a live sale going on at Playa Comics all the time. We do live sales with Bernie and Joe. And those are real fun. And nobody claimed the Stranger Things books, so I said, hey man, I'm gonna buy those books, man. Those look cool. My girl's been reading them. I gotta see what she thinks. She took them to school, but now there's no school for the next 2 days, so she probably won't read them till Monday. She likes to save them for study hall. Like, that's perfect. As long as they let you bring comics. I know when I was in study hall in high school, I would make my comics in study hall. And the teacher would see me and another kid who was laughing all the time. And she'd always say, what are you guys up to? Why are you laughing? And I said, I'm making books. She goes, you're making them? I'm like, yeah. She said, okay, go ahead. Keep going. So that was cool. And as I was making them, I was handing them to the kid, and he was reading them. But at that point, I had like 18 books. I made like 18 books. This leg looks weird. This one looks too. It looks weird. I got to fix it. At that point in high school, I was like, I think I had like 18 issues. At least 10 issues. I don't know. But I think when it was all done, all said and done with my series called Images of Art, I had 22 issues when I was finally all done. It was kind of cool. Does that look cool? It's kind of thick, right? I don't like it. So that's what started Powers in Action. That's better. I started making Powers in Action a year or two ago. And I'm making more. I made them with Action Lab. I don't know what the status is currently. I gotta find out. I just gotta talk to people. All I gotta do is email people, and I will find out all the answers I need. But I just need to do that. I got a list here of who I need to email. Who does the famous cartoonist have to bug? Hey man, haven't heard from you in a while, man. Let me ask you the following question. Let me ask you the following questions. So that's the way people talk now. They ask questions. I don't know why they do that. Axing is very violent. It's a very violent thing to do. He came over and axed me. Like, oh, that's not good. What did he ask you? They asked me a question. Like Johnny likes Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Let me ask you a question about Valentine's. They go, oh, welcome to Earth. I'm getting notifications now. See, I went too far. I knew that this show would go too far. Hey, man. That's some strange vernacular you're showing on your show. This right here is the pole, the logo, if you will, that these guys have outside their science lab. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means, but I like it. But it's a real thing. It happens in the Oh Yeah universe. I saw a card today, a greeting card that had, I should have bought it. It'll be there tomorrow probably. That had a character on there that looked just like my character, the Lunar Lizard. So I'm really curious if somebody saw that or was inspired by that years ago when they grew up as a child, when they were growing up as an artist, and if they loved the character and are like, hey man, I'm going to use that. I should have bought the card. Hey, I'm going to do that. I'll do that tomorrow. So it was at the post orifice. The card was at the post orifice. So if I go to the orifice tomorrow, probably go again this week, I'm going to buy that card just for research purposes. See? No one thinks about doing that. I'm going to buy a card for research purposes. Hey man, they ripped you off, man. That's all right, because I don't own the Lunar Lizard by myself. So I don't really promote it too much. If I don't own it by myself, I can't do everything I want with it. But the Lunar Lizard does appear in Webster the Amazing Spider Monkey, issue 1. The Lunar Lizard appears and is part of the story, part of a little bit of part of Webster's origin, kind of. I don't know what he's talking. He's talking about that character again, Ma. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. I appreciate all of you coming here to listen to me say things. Remember, Cartoonist is saying things, drawing things, living life with things, doing things, staying alive. I am proof of life right now. I don't prove anything, Balthazar. Where's my stuff? No, man. It's the worst. Is that pole straight? Looks all right. Look, he's saying, I see you rebuilt the science lab since its legendary explosion. Does that make sense? I see you rebuilt the science lab since its legendary explosion. I think that makes sense. He says, not just me, I had help. Like, who helped? Who helped Webster the Spider-Man monkey? Who helped him build this thing? Let's do a save. Let's do a save, man. Boy, I see a bunch of people saying things. I'm going to read some things. You can see my commentary. It does have an orange background now. See? You can see the orange. I don't know how to happen, but I like it. Johnny likes to do it. Like it. Deviatus. Yeah, man, we're going to record those games. I'm going to watch all the games today. I'm going to watch a little bit of baseball later. Digital drawing is cool, just as long as you don't eat heralds digitally. It's not the same. No, man. You got to eat heralds for real. Johnny says, yep. He agrees, man. Johnny always agrees. Yoko Chips. Very sad about Gilbert. Oh, yes. We love Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah. He's great. Shout out for Gilbert Godfrey. Sweet. Yeah, man. He's going to be missed. He made me laugh a lot. I really like him. Oh, hey, I just noticed you were on. Oh, yeah, drawing looks like Webster. Yeah, this is Webster, the Spider Monkey #1. It's going to be a 44-page story. With the covers and all will be 48 pages of artwork and story. It should be out. Hopefully, I'll have it done before. I think I want to print it before C2E2, which is in August. I should have this book in June, I'm thinking. I'm almost done. This is page like 36, maybe. I should be done. It's going to be 44 pages. I got a little more story to tell. I could either tell the 4th story is with ninjas, or I could save it for the next book. But right now, it's only about 8 pages, the last story, which will fit. It's going to be good, man. I can't wait for it to be done. Time to get some rest, to sling some dairy in the morning. Swing and stretch. Henceforth, okay, bye-bye. Yeah, man. Anthony Michael, everybody. The king of Piggly Wiggly Dairy. Yeah, you got to do it, man. You got it, man. You got it, Anthony Michael. D. Brett, a few times in high school, I wrote some exams in comic book style. Oh, cool, man. When I was in college, all our final exams were, our final projects for all the classes were, we got to work in our major. So in science, I would make science comics, and in math, I would make math comics. It was pretty cool. So I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you, my brother. We're going to draw right here. We're going to draw Webster. So the socks were cool yesterday, man, but I was getting nervous with Liam Hendricks, our brother from Australia. Socks relief, socks closer. But he always makes you nervous because he throws 100 miles an hour, but he could walk guys, hit guys, and when you get a hit, you hit a ball that's pitched at 100 miles an hour, it's going to go far. And that's what always happens with this guy. Like, man, and he could walk a guy, and if he walks a guy and then guy gets a hit, you got to be a few runs ahead before you put Liam Hendricks in there, it seems like, for you to be actually safe and confident. Because yesterday they put him in there, and it was 3-1, and he gave up a run. Sox won 3-2. Like, whew, that was close. Liam does that. He makes a close game even closer, but he also makes it uncomfortably close. And I hate to blame a guy for losing, but he's one of the reasons why the playoffs he gave up runs. But I know he's never good in a closing situation where it's not the 9th inning. So he's better in the 9th inning, and that's where he should stay. But last year they had like 2 closers, and they got rid of the guy with the weird arm. Stands like a crane. Forget his name. Kimbrel? Yeah, Kimbrel. They got rid of him, which I'm kind of happy. He was cool. He was interesting to look at. But he was not good. I don't know. People can say what they want, but I didn't like him. He just made me uncomfortable. Like, every time they put that guy in, I'm like, I'm going to lose. But he did the same thing to the Cubs. So I don't know. I think that's why the Cubs got rid of him. They gave him to the Sox. Here, you take him. That's what they said. Here, you take him. We don't want him. But I don't know where he went now, but the Sox got rid of him. And it's okay. You can't have too many closers because you need one guy to know he's the closer. Because if you have too many closers, then everyone wants to pitch the 9th inning. And when they don't get to, they pitch awful in the inning they're not used to. They put a closer in a 7th inning, he's going to be thrown off. So they put all their effort into throwing those three batters. But if you're like, oh, okay, here's 5 batters to throw to, and then I think it throws them off. I think Tony knows that. LaRussa. I think he knows that. It's true. Shut up and draw. Like, I got you. People don't come here for baseball. Maybe they do. I don't know. Come here to watch you draw, man. Talk about your stupid team. Not people there. People know it. You don't have to be into what I'm into, as long as you know I'm into it. I made his head bigger. See? Oh, that looks cool. Webster the Spider Monkey is what he looks like. Webster the Spider Monkey. Yeah. It's gonna sound something like that, my song. Webster, Spider Monkey, Webster, Spider Monkey. He's amazing, he's spectacular, he's amazing, he's sensational. Webster, Spider Monkey. So you're getting a preview. And I wrote the music, I'm singing it myself. Please don't sing anymore, Balthazar. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. But I want to release the music when the book is ready. So we'll have another sensational launch. Like, I'm really happy the way we did with Abraham Linkage. It was a sensational, awesome, fun, successful launch. I have a whole bunch of books that were sold. So I'm really happy with it. It's cool, right? It's cool. It's just cool. It's just cool to make stuff. It just is. Remember when I was in high school, I had a teacher that said, teaching slang, she said. I'm going to teach you some street slang. I'm like, okay. Something I could use for the rest of my life. That's what she told me. She was my English teacher. She said, you could tell people, they could say things, it be that way, or it bees that way. And I'm like, what's the difference? She said, it be that way means that's the way it is all the time. It doesn't change. But it bees that way means that it's that way for now. It bees that way. And then she told me, it be that way is for when it's always like that. You know, that makes sense? It did for me at the time. So I always say stuff like that. It be that way. So monkey, I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know what I was relating it to. Webster the Spider Monkey. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Monkey, it bees that way for now. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Say something, make some sense, Balthazar. You're staying up too late all the time. Get enough sleep. Do things. Do things to get me to the next chapter. Then I have some foam. I'm gonna put some foam in front of the sign. Just to let you know that this foam is a problem. It will come into play later. Should I do like this a little bit? Oh, not good. It be that way, Balthazar. It bees that way. Do bees bee? Do bears bear? Do ducks duck? I asked her those questions too. She told me to go away. You're silly. Do bees bee? Do bears bear? Do ducks duck? Oh, I don't know. She didn't like that. She thought it was silly. What? Ducks duck. Do bees bee? Do ducks duck? Do bears bear? Shut up and draw. Stop making stupid jokes. Where's my comics? It's good. I'm gonna do some saving and swigging. Save, swig. Oh yeah. Let's see what's happening. I draw something in the background. What's the background look like? Where would a science lab be located? The city in the background? I think so, right? Yeah, we're gonna put the city in the background. There'll be another building here, maybe. Another building beside him. We put another science lab over here. Your window. Now he looks like he's on the street. I don't want him to be on the street. He's off. He's off somewhere else. Science lab is somewhere else. It's like on a hill. Yeah, this one will not be here. It's not going to be a building. We're going to make it up. Make it a clouds or something. The bee's bee. The duck's duck. The bear's bear. Can you say to wolves, wolves? It doesn't work. It's for wolves. Wolves? Nah, it doesn't work. Shut up! It doesn't work. The bear's bear. Two ducks, duck. So it works with ducks. Two bees, bee. Two bears, bear. See, she was sorry she told me about the bees. Because I asked her, do bees bee? Shut up, you cartoonist. Also, I had a teacher who asked me what I want to do for a living. And I said, I want to be a cartoonist. And she said, oh, no, you don't understand the question. What do you want to do to support your family? What do you want to do for the rest of your life, for your career? I said, I want to be a cartoonist. And she said, I'll come back to you. She went around the room asking all these kids what they wanted to do. She came back to me and says, did you find out what you want to do? I said, yes. Yes, I did. She goes, what would you like? What would you like to do? I said, I want to be a cartoonist. She nodded her head. In shame, I tell you, looked down at her desk, let out a sigh like this. And then continued on with the education process. It's all true, man. It happened. Freshman high school. My daughter is a sophomore now. And it seems like they're going through some weird stuff. Teachers tell her stuff. Kids are mad. But then I get it. This teacher's a psychology teacher. Psychology teacher is always kind of testing, pushing thoughts. So I said, just let it, just get through it. Don't take his class next year. Just get through it. I know he's having fun. He's thinking he's doing good for mankind. Just let him. Charm him. What do you call it? And they don't say that, do they? Humor me. Yeah, humor him. Oh, what's this? What happened? Did something. Never did that before. It goes back there. Okay. That was interesting. You better learn that program, Balthazar. I know. I'm letting it go, man. Go White Sox. Hope they have a good season. I just love baseball. I just love watching every aspect. I love watching, like, each pitch could determine something. I just love that. I don't like those last two lines. I'm going to make this into, like, some grass or something. And do like that. There you go. Still don't like it. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away now. How about like that? We'll make it grass. How about that? You didn't see that coming. Why don't you turn it to grass, man? Yeah, make it grass. This is what Charles Schultz would do. Is grass. Put a little shadow here. Let's do that. Let's put some shadows, man. Make it look like it's got some weight to it. Yeah, look at that. Hey, man. It's good. Take away some of this. Where is it? Right there. Look at that. Nice and clean now. Easy on at him. Webster, the spider monkey. I was going to add the word amazing to it. I don't think I'm going to. Because there could be spider monkeys. The spider monkeys are a thing. There's a real thing called spider monkey. It's like if I called him Webster the squirrel. You know? There is a spider monkey that's a thing. And I'm not copying off Spider-Man. Not him. So I know for a while when Superman was created, a lot of people called their characters super something. There's a super mouse right now that doesn't belong to DC Comics, and there's a super chicken. But DC Comics caught on to that. They're like, hey man, you can't call our guys, you can't call your guys super because it looks like our guys. So then they did something else. I forgot what happened. But when DC Comics created their super mouse, they had to call him Fuzzy the Crypto Mouse. I know this. I researched and I was able to work on him. We included him in the Superman Family Adventures. Available from DC Comics. Somewhere. I'm sure you look around. Check eBay. A lot of books on eBay. A lot of my books are on eBay and they're awesome. You can be a true fan. Collecting books, buying books. Making it happen, man. What are you talking about, Balthazar? I don't know what I'm saying. It's a little bit late for you, isn't it? Nope. It's actually early. Actually early from you, man. Let's see. Make some dots. It's cool because right now, StreamYard has an option that you could play some of their StreamYard music. And I feel that Tim's Cartoonist Says Things have been doing that for a while. And I know a lot of other guys making stream shows, you know. And other guys I know have been including music in the background, which is cool. I didn't invent put music in the shows. I just made it cool. But I know that since I've been doing that, it seems like StreamYard caught up to that and said, hey man, we can offer that service to our people. And that's what they did. So now when you StreamYard stream shows, you can have the non-copyrighted music in the background, which is cool. And it's on here somewhere. I might try it. Maybe I'll try a little bit before we finish for today. Does that mean you're finishing, Balthazar? No, not yet. Still good. People get mad. Hey, man. Only streaming today because I had good beard hair day. I know I look good every day, but today was special. My hair and beard always looks good the day after. The day after I clean it up, you know? Do some trimming. It's not nice of you to say that, Balthazar. It's true. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can make this guy. Look at this. You, Webster. You. I'm gonna make that different. Let's see. that. I like that. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, right there. You! Taking that, Webster. He's looking at him. Look how close his finger. You! Oh, no. Oh, but you, Webster. Should say like that, real thicker. Should say thicker. I'm gonna go thicker, man. Thicker, I tell you. See, constantly moving. The comic book page is always in flux, if you will. What's that mean, man? Stop talking like that. It should be better if you didn't talk. You. Oh, but you, Webster. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. Look at this, look at this. Nobody ever does this. Move, transform, scale. Look at this. You're watching the letters come alive. Lettering is coming alive. Okay, I got to decide first. Now I'm going to make it a little thinner. Free transform. You did this to me. That's what he's saying pretty much. You did this to me. It's true. All right, here we go. And all this work for the letter U. The letter U. Shh. Right. It's a lot of work, man. Here it is. You. All but you, Webster. Say it like that? Looks like UE. Looks like this comma is a little bit too pronounced. It's a little long in the tooth. Hey, man, you're long in the comma. That's what people say all the time. You're long in the comma. Hey, we're going to rotate it. I'm going to make it shorter. So I could just redraw it, you know? I'm doing all this crazy stuff. There it goes. It's perfect now. I don't know why I did all that just for that comma. For the sake of the comma. Oh, but you, Webster. Webster feels bad. He feels awful. This little monkey just trying to maintain his job as a scientist. It's the job he was granted because he got these superpowers of strength and intelligence. He no longer thinks like a lab monkey. You can't blame the guy for getting superpowers. But he does. Oh, yes. Webster is to blame. He's the only guy who got powers who wasn't altered in some weird way. The lab explosion did a number on his pals. They're like, hey, man, how come you didn't get all this weird things happening to you, man? He's like, I don't know, man. Well, come at me, bro. That's what he's saying. I say, come at me, bro, and I play Pac-Man in my living room. The kids laugh. Come at me, bro. Did you hear what Dad said? That's right. All my superheroes in my universes, all my stories, they always have glasses for secret identities. That's a comic trope. That's a trope, if you will. That's a bad trope, Baltazar. It's funny, though. Funny, ha-ha, man. There he is. That was weird. There you go. It's better. It's better, man. It's better. Not Spider-Man. It's better, man. Hey, man. This foam that's here is a little thick. Almost like Cool Whip foam. You know what I mean? Don't spoil it, man. Let's see. Look at that line. Beautiful. Look how good. Oh my God. That takes 30 years of talent right there. That's how long I've been doing this, man. Making comics 30 years. I don't know if by this point, I don't know if I can do anything else. I don't know if I know how. All I know how to do is like draw stuff and eat stuff. And buy things. I know how to do all of those things. So if I was ever to get another job somewhere, I'd have to do stuff where I could eat or buy stuff. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be a good employee. Or draw stuff. I could create things, eat stuff. I'd probably sell food. I'd probably be good at maybe serving food. It's got to be something I'm into, you know? Probably cook Harold's. Because Harold's chicken. You'd probably dig that. Man, that super cartoonist guy sure serves a mean chicken. Nobody cares, Baltazar. No one's watching you now anyway, man. That's cool. Oh, but you, Webster. Should I put some circles on him? We'll have these little freckles on his arm. Just a little bit, just to make sure I'm paying attention, you know? So I'm realizing, like, I go on at different times with my live show. I never know when's the perfect time to go on with a live show. It's like, when's the time that's going to give me the most views? Seems like I get a lot of views around 2:30, 3 o'clock. In the evening, I get some views. Never know. Friday nights, maybe. I just go random, man. Random. A lot of people watch it afterwards. They watch it repeats. They go on live. So I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Twitch. Right now you can see me on Twitch. I go live on Twitter. Random several Facebook channel pages. If you find me anywhere you see me, like it, subscribe to it. I will do this again. And like I said, if you're courageous, if you feel adventurous, go to my websites. I have artbaltazar.com, which is my main site. Every link is there. And I have electricmillcomics.com is my store, where you could buy my books like Abraham Lincoln. It's kind of cool. And Gilbert, The Little Mermaid, and Drew and Jot. I have a lot of cool stuff there. And that's where you'll be able to buy Webster the Spider Monkey. Eventually, when I print them up, it'll come out there. And I'll have those books available soon. Hopefully, June, July, August-ish. Never know when stuff's happening, man. I just keep going. Keep doing it, man. If I don't do it, it will never happen. So I make sure it happens all the time. There you go. These are dots, so when I erase them later, those are all the colors that I use that are not black line. That makes sense. So when I bring this in for coloring, I do the color line. This is cool. It looks good. This statue in the middle here, this thing, boom, that pole will come into play in the story. But I like it. Let me see if it makes sense. He's saying, phew. And I learned how to do this from, they're called whiskers. I learned that from paper cuts. I edited a paper cut set. Whenever they do that, it's like an under the breath kind of like that. It's like it also goes for ahems, stuff like that. It says, I see you rebuilt the science lab since its legendary explosion. Yeah, that makes sense. Not just me, man. I had help. That accident sure altered a bunch of us, didn't it? All but you, Webster. He's like, oh no, don't hurt me, man. It's not my fault, man. He's still wearing, he knows his secret identity. He knows it. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to bring it in too. Bring it in. Swig. And I'm going to export it to where it needs to go. Oh, what did I do? Oh yeah, I made some Gilbert artwork last week. Made it on Friday, which is pretty cool, exciting. But the stuff I have the announcement with will be kind of related to Gilbert, but not the way you think. It's going to be good. Can't wait, man. Hopefully we can announce something soon. Okay, I sent it over, man. Sent it over. Let's see what I got. I'm going to tease something real quick. Tease. That's my page from DC Comics, but I will not show you that next. I'm going to show you this. This is page. It's chapter 3 page. Chapter page break from Webster, the Amazing Spider-Man. Not even Webster, the Spider Monkey. Chapter 3. Rhinoceros Jack's Revenge. And I'm going to go back to saying things. Then I'm going to read. Things. Comic artist. No, famous cartoonist. Famous cartoonist reads things. But first, we're going to show you an Abraham Lincoln trailer. Let's do it.
Hot night. Hot night. Hot night.
Swig, my friends. Oh, yeah, man. Troy Younger's here. Webster, the somewhat adequate Spider Monkey. Good to see you. Spider Monkey will be brought into existence very soon. It's true. I remember Super Duck in Archie Comics, but he didn't have any powers. He was more like Donald Duck with one nephew. Yeah, that would still make you super. He'd be a super uncle. It's true. D. Brad says, will you return to painting things on Saturdays? Yes, I will. I have at least 3 commissions I have to do. I'm trying to do it the last few Saturdays. Sometimes Saturdays get taken away because Saturdays don't become my Saturdays. I plan things, but I got to do other things because at one point, once home, we got to do things. But I will. I have canvases. I primed, gessoed, primed a lot of wooden boards, and I have a few canvases I have to paint. There's some that I've started backgrounds on, but yeah, I will be painting soon. I have to get back into it because I really enjoy that too, and I have to catch up on a few more commissions. I don't have many left. Look, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm down to 7. I had like 25 about 2 weeks ago. So I'm getting them, man. People are getting their stuff. I'm mailing it out. And then maybe I'll be able to take more later. D. Brad's got one in there too. So that's a great idea to make the chapter breaks look like covers. Yeah, originally I was doing 10-page issues for Comixology. And I was doing, they were going to be 99 cents each. But Comixology changed. Now they went to Amazon Kindle, and I don't enjoy that as much. I gotta, when I upload them now, I have to format each page and each panel, and it just takes me forever. And I did that for a few books, and I didn't like it. So I figured I'm just going to print stuff. I'm going to print stuff, and that's how you're going to see it. And I seem to be selling more that way because I would sell about between 3 and 7 copies of my stuff digitally every month. And it was cool because if somebody bought like Crybaby #1, they would usually try all 10. So I would get one guy at least buying all 10 issues, or same with Wolf Boy. And and Meteor Mite was up there. But I'm going to end up printing these myself. And it's much more satisfying. It's going to be cool. And hopefully I have Webster by August. By C2E2 is August 6th. And I want to get this to the printer sometime in May or June. Because it seems like it takes about a month, maybe even less. But I don't wait for it. I send it to the printer, they print it, and then it ships. A truck pulls up on my driveway and unloads a skid, a wooden skid, and I got to go out there and unload it and bring all the boxes in. And I get about 11 or 12 cases of comics, but this is going to be a thicker book, so I'll probably get about 15 cases of books, which will be cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good book. This is a long time coming. I created the character in 2001, and he went through some evolution, some different things. He was originally going to be in the backup story of Wolf Boy, but then I started doing some more things. Oh, Tiny Titans happened. So a lot of my stuff got slowed down. Nothing ever got hiatused. It just always slowed down, and I started working on things when I wasn't working on Tiny Titans, or in between, or on Friday nights. And it just takes a little while to catch up, but now I got a like open schedule all of a sudden. So it's kind of cool. But I like it. I like this time right now. I could create a lot of things and not worry about a lot of other things. So I'm doing pretty good right now. And I just need to keep going. Because if I don't do it, it will never happen. So that's how I am lately. If I don't do it, it doesn't happen. And so it's up to me to do things. And I figure I gave myself a 10-year deadline for a lot of things. But I think I could finish everything I want to do in the next 5 years. So 2027, I think I gave myself till. Well, not my deadline, but projected finishing deadline. So if I could finish a lot of things I want to do by 2027, that's only 4 years from now. No, it's 5 years. 2027, I think I'll be pretty good. Because what my plans are is like, the next 5 years I want to make all these books. And then the next 5 years after that, I want to go to all the shows and sell all the books I made. And I think that would be really cool if my table was just filled with all the books I made, and I could sell I'll have all the books I've ever made. I'll still have Tiny Titans and Itty Bitty Hellboys and Super Pets and all this stuff. But imagine if you come there and those are like not the main books, you come to see what else I got. And that's just cool, man. That's what we're trying to do right now. And my whole family agrees. I'm even thinking about renting like a camper, just driving all the way to California, then driving all the way to New York. We'll see. I could just sleep in the camper, and then you'll see my beard be real big by then. And the other thing I want to do, I keep it, I shave it. I don't know. I neatify myself because it's possibly I'm going to be on TV the next few months with an interview scheduled. So I got to figure, what do I want? What do I want this video to look like? what do I want to look like in this video that's going to be around on the internet for the next 100 years? You know, like these videos. I don't know. Is anyone even watching? Does anyone even care? But people are watching. I had fun, man. This was cool. I will do this again. We're gonna swig like this. It's been about 2 hours. We're at 2-hour mark. So remember, follow me when you see me. No fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. Do the things that make you happy. Follow all the links I threw out there. And just, man, wake up and do the things that make you happy. You know? That's all you gotta do. Eat a lot of good food. I'm gonna go to the Blue Box maybe tomorrow or Friday. Probably Friday. Maybe take my girl there again. I don't know. I'll see you guys next time, man. You guys are awesome. Let's say okay, bye-bye.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah.
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.